So before we take a look at the motorcycles that Webuycars have, there is one vehicle that I do want to show you guys, and it is this 2016 Opel Corsa Sport. It's powered by a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine, and it only has 84,000 k's on the clock. So I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to just try and guess the cost price of this vehicle. And yo guys, as beautiful as this car is, right, it only has a cost price of 94,000 rand, and like I said, it has 84,000 k's on the clock, so it's low mileage. It has a monthly installment of 2,000 rand per month. That does include a 10% deposit, and it is a category A car, so you can purchase this vehicle via bank finance. So yo guys, this car is beautiful. So it does have a few exterior damage right there, so the bumper doesn't line up as it should. It has a fog light missing. You have carbon fiber, which is fake carbon fiber, on the mirrors, and that's how the car looks from the rear. You have 17-inch wheels that is wrapped with Goodyear tires, and this car has rear parking sensors. And since it's open, it has front electric windows with electric mirrors, a multifunction steering wheel with a 6-speed manual gearbox, and a infotainment system right there. This is how the rear look, pretty basic. And let me show you guys the engine bay. But like I said, this car is powered by a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine, so it's economical and it has liquor power, guys. Okay, so from the Decra report, they don't say that this car has any mechanical issues, but from what I can see, guys, you can see that it has oil sweat right there on the block. So don't know if this car has any mechanical issues, but yeah guys, this is the car that I do wanted to show you guys. But yeah, let's see what motorcycles they have, guys. So guys, today's video is going to be a bit different because we basically just going to run through all the motorcycles that this particular brand has. So a full disclaimer, all these bikes that you see in front of you doesn't have Decra reports, so I can't give you guys in-depth detail about these bikes, and also my knowledge when it comes to bikes are to a bare minimum. But basically we're going to start with this big boy right here, then we're going to work our way down up until that point. So starting with the big boy, this is a 2021 model, and it's listed at a cost price of 17,000 rand, and that's the kilometers. Category A bike, so you can purchase this bike via bank finance. You can see that it has minor scratches right there, but the tire tread is good. So guys, what can I say about a big boy? This is definitely a bike that you don't want to put your girlfriend on, and you can see that you have a small speedometer right there. But yeah guys, definitely you don't want to put, you know, your girlfriend on a bike like this. So next to that one, they have a 2006 BMW F Series, and that is the cost price and the kilometers. And basically you can't finance this bike, maybe because it is too old to be financed. But this is how the bike looks from the rear. You can see the tire tread is quite low. You have dual exhaust pipes at the back, and here you have your rev counter and your speedometer, and there you have me. So yeah guys, this is a bike that you can't finance. You either have to make a personal loan or you have to buy this bike cash. This bike is sold, so I'm not gonna bother showing you guys that bike. But here they have a 2006 Kawasaki ZX, and I think this is a 1000cc bike, and that's the cost price and the kilometers. Also a bike that you need to purchase cash, or you have to make a bank loan. But yo guys, this bike looks next level, maybe because it's just green with a lot of stickers, but in my opinion, yeah, this bike looks quite cool. It revs all the way up to 13,000 revs, and the rear tire is quite smooth, and I think the previous owners did a lot of burnouts with this bike, as it is capable of doing burnouts, guys. So that's the Kawasaki, and here they have a 2007 Suzuki VZ, and that's the cost price in the kilometers. And at first I thought this was a Harley Davidson just by the design, but it is a Suzuki. And as you guys can see right here, this is how the bike look from the rear. Tire tread is good, and I do like the whole design with the engine bay and the whole exhaust pipe looks quite cool. But that's your Suzuki / Harley Davidson. And next to that they have a 2008 Suzuki GSX-R, also a 1000cc bike. And damn guys, this bike look insane, and I will prefer this Suzuki over the Kawasaki, and that's merely based on the fact that it looks better. So you can see the rear tire is also smooth. I like the fact that it has gold wheels, and this bike revs all the way up to 14,000 revs, guys. So let me know in the comment section down below whether you will take this Suzuki over that Kawasaki right there. But yeah, that's your two 1000cc bikes, and they have a nice Golf R right here, guys. Damn. So after the Suzuki they have a dirt bike right here, and I haven't heard of this bike before, but that's the cost price and that's the kilometers, and it has 2,500 kilometers on the clock. Also category B bike, and as a dirt bike should look, it is dirty. Tire tread is quite decent, and with this particular bike you don't have a rev counter nor a speedometer, but that is your dirt bike. And next to that they have a bike that I haven't heard of before, and it is this 2006 Aprilia, and that's the cost price kilometers. And you can see that the front tire are quite smooth. You have blue rims, which is quite cool, and you have a bigger boot right here, maybe to put your helmet in, and you have dual exhaust at the back as well. And as you guys can see right there, you have your rev counter and your speedometer revs all the way up to 9,000 revs. And one thing that is quite surprising is that none of these bikes has a Decra report, so I can't tell you guys in detail whether these bikes has issues or not. But yeah, that's your 2006 Aprilia. And next to the Aprilia they have a 2019 SYM. That's your cost price kilometers, also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. And yeah guys, like I said, my knowledge on bikes are not good, because this is also a bike that I haven't heard of before. But all I know is that your Yamahas, your Kawasaki's, your Suzuki's, and your BMWs, those are the main bikes in my opinion. And also Ducati, but yeah, Ducatis are too expensive. But that's your SYM. And next to that bike they have a 2013 Honda NC700. That's your cost price kilometers, also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. You can see the tire are quite smooth, and depending on what you need, but I wouldn't prefer bikes with extra luggage space. But yeah guys, tire tread is decent. So you have a screen right here that show your revs as well as your speed, but that is your Honda. And next to that they have a 2013 BMW R series, and as you guys can see right there, that's the cost price in the kilometers, also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. And it looks to me like this is one of those bikes that you can do long trips with. It's quite a huge bike. So the rear tire are quite smooth, and you have like one exhaust pipe right here with two exhaust tips inside. and your engine bay looks quite clean, and you have your rev counter as well as your speedometer. Basically, so far in my opinion, I would definitely buy the Suzuki and the Kawasaki. They have a Harley Davidson right here which is sold, so I'm not gonna bother showing you guys this bike. In fact, I can actually show you guys this bike, as you know, it reminds me of the Ghost Rider days. So you know, it looks quite neat. You can see the whole engine bay, the chrome effect of the whole engine bay looks quite clean, and the tire fit is quite good. So yeah, I would definitely also not bother to even buy this bike, as it is not my taste. And just next to the Harley Davidson, they have a 2016 Kawasaki Z300. That's the cost price and the kilometers. Also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. So you know, this bike look quite neat. Tire tread looks decent, as you guys can see right there. Engine bay looks quite clean, and this bike revs all the way up to 13,000 revs. So next to that, they have a BMW which is sold. Another BMW F Series. That's the cost price and the kilometers. They say that this bike has 0 kilometers, which I think is incorrect. This is also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. You can see all the tires basically of all these bikes are smooth. As you guys can see right here, the rear tire is also smooth. And here you have your speedometer and your rev counter. So basically guys, so far I would still prefer the Kawasaki and the Suzuki. Another Suzuki that they have here that I thought is a Harley Davidson is this 2012 Suzuki Boulevard, and that's the cost price, that's the kilometers. Also too old to be purchased via bank finance, but I can definitely see that this bike is inspired by a damn Harley Davidson. You can see the whole engine compartment right here with the exhaust pipes running from the engine block. And if I go to the Harley Davidson, it's basically the same setup as you guys can see right there. More or less same setup. Okay, so that is your Suzuki / Harley Davidson. And then they have a big boy right here. That's the cost price of the big boy, and that's the kilometers. And next to that, they have a BMW 2021 model K series. And so far, this is the most expensive bike that they have on the floor. Also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance, and you can basically put a passenger at the back of this bike as well. And you have a whole luggage space right there. And you know, we have dual exhaust at the back with a clean engine compartment. So basically this is, so to say, a quantum, because you can put passengers in here, you can put a lot of luggage. This bike is sold, this bike is sold, another Harley Davidson. And here they have another interesting bike. I think this is a Kawasaki. Let me just check. So, oh, okay, this is the first Yamaha, and this is a 2019 model, and this bike is currently in a sale. So I don't think this bike is available, but you can see that it has a screen right there that shows your speedometer and your rev counter. And they have another Kawasaki Ninja right here. And guys, damn, these bikes, the way these things revs, it's just next level. So there's your rev counter, your speedometer. This damn bike revs all the way up to 11,000 revs. So that's next level. So here they have another bike also busy selling. It's a Suzuki, And here they have a Triumph. It's a 2015 model, going for 78,000 Rand with 805 Ks on the clock. Also a category A bike that you can finance. But yeah, just look at the pipe running from the engine block all the way to the back. That's quite cool, guys. So that's your Triumph. And here they have another bike, Aprilia 2010 model, and going for just under 100,000 Rand. Also category B bike, too old to be financed. And this bike is also a 1000cc bike. But yeah, that's another bike right there. And here they have a few dirt bikes. That's cost price, and the kilometers, also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. And guys, it looks to me like this bike has new tires. You have Red Bull stickers right there, which is quite cool. So the rear tire tread is also good. And here they have another dirt bike with no cost price. And they have a 2019 Honda CRF, also a dirt bike. That's a cost price, and that's no kilometers. Also a bike that you can purchase via bank finance. And this to me looks like a brand new bike, guys. I don't see any scratches, no dents. You can see the engine bay is clean. And yeah, here they have another bike right here, and a four-wheeler going for 56,000 Rand, has 25,000 Ks on the clock. Also category B four-wheeler. You can't purchase this via bank finance. And last but not least, they have two electric wheelchairs, and this is a 2019 model going for 12,000 Rand with 0 kilometers. And I never thought that you can actually finance a wheelchair. And this is also 2019 model going for 9,400 Rand with 0 kilometers. And I think the kilometers are not correct, but I think the reason why this wheelchair is more expensive than that one is because this one has a bigger battery, and maybe because it has more grip, who knows. But yeah, guys, this is basically your wheelchairs, your four-wheelers, and your motorcycles available at Webuycars. So guys, our bonus car for today is a car from the 90s, and like I said, it is a Japanese car, and it is this 1996 Mazda MX6. And this is a car that Mazda started producing in the year 1987 up until 1997. And the reason why they discontinued the Mazda MX6 is because the sales didn't do as good as they thought, and they basically discontinued the Mazda MX6. This car is powered by a lovely 2.5 liter V6 engine, and it's not like a Chevrolet that doesn't want to start. It's actually a reliable Japanese car. You can see that the indicator wasn't as reliable, and it looks to me like the front bumper was taken off and basically resprayed at some point. But that's the cost price, 32,000 Rand with 186,000 Ks on the clock. And the reason why this car has a green decorator sticker is because it has suspension issues. So guys, to be honest, this car is quite impressive for a 90s car, because you have frameless doors, you have electric windows and electric mirrors, a 90s multifunction steering wheel with a 4-speed automatic gearbox, and there you have your rev counter and your speedometer. And it's quite surprising how big the boot of this particular car is. And you even have shocks right here to keep the boot open, something that a lot of modern cars don't have. And like I said, guys, this car is powered by a 2.5 liter V6 engine, and they don't say on the decorator report that it has any mechanical issues. So no water leaks, no engine oil leaks, and you can see that the engine bay is quite clean. So guys, this is pretty much our bonus car for today.
I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings.